Good afternoon, fellow agents. This is your business partner, Tommy Almonte. And today in this video, I would like to share with you guys, four of the most common objections that you will face when you're serving the leads in the field. You see, serving the leads in the field, serving the leads over the phone, text messages. Remember that you have to have like a different approach on how you follow up, insist, and serve your leads. Those leads, you're going to have to work them out, okay? Remember that only 20% of the people will buy from you, at first contact. The rest, 80% of those leads is going to take insistence, follow-up, mail, phone calls, personal visits, for you to close those deals. And one of the most important one on all those methods is your insistence in these people, your follow up, okay? Because you are the one that has to be convinced that they need the product, they need the service, they need that burial insurance, they need that policy, they need the funeral advantage. It's your job to make them understand, okay? So let's hear these four common objections at the door. Remember that when you're in the field serving the leads, if you don't know how to get through the door, you will have a hard time trying to close these deals. You will never make a presentation if you don't know how to get through the door. Let's go to the first and number one objections at the door. When you going through the door, knocking the door, always study your lead. See the age of the person, the name of the person, memorize the last name of that person, because you're going to address this person by the last name. Once that you say the last name like 4 or 5 times at the door or in the house, for some reason, it's like magic. It's like you're no longer a stranger, okay? Now let's go ahead and start with the first one. Boom, boom, boom. You knock on the door. You always turn around like this, sideways, never confront at the door, like, just facing like that, always sideways like this. You knock on the door and you say, well, hello there. I'm looking for Mr. Johnson. See, you asking for Mr. Johnson. The person opens the door and says, I'm looking for Mr. Johnson, or I am Mr. Johnson. You go ahead and show him that lead. The lead is your invitation to knock on that door, to go there with confidence and ask for that person without going around the bush or anything. You're going straight to that door asking for Mr. Johnson. How you doing, Mr. Johnson? I'm from the Funeral Advantage Program. I'm from the Funeral Advantage Program. And you contacted us here requesting information for burial insurance. I got you here. You gave us your address. You see this here? You're showing the lead. That's the reason why you're there. You requested this information here. I'm here servicing the area, and I got the information you requested. Please give me 5 minutes. I can show you all the benefits and explain you all the benefits, how the plan works, all the details of the plan. Wherever comes out of that mouth, that person, let's go with the number one objection, okay? Oh, right now is not a good time. What you would do is say, no problem, Mr. Johnson. You agree, you acknowledge. You agree and say, no problem, Mr. Johnson. No problem, Mr. Johnson. Was there anything in particular that you were looking for, Mr. Johnson? You see, you acknowledge, no problem, Mr. Johnson. But look, Mr. Johnson, let me ask you a question. Was there anything in particular that you were looking for? Any, like a cremation plan, a traditional burial, anything in particular that prompted you to request this information? Was anything that prompted you to request this information? You hear that? You practice that, how to stay in the deal and stay there when that person, you don't turn around and leave. You stay there trying to push. No problem, Mr. Johnson. Was there anything in particular that prompted you to request this information? You cannot be selling on their terms. You see, you're not going to be driving around. It's too costly to have a licensed insurance agent to be driving. You try to the best you can to get through that door with that person. Now that you have it there in front of you. No problem, Mr. Johnson. Was anything in particular that prompted you to request this information? You let him talk. You see, you're staying on the deal. And they will tell you, oh, it's because here and there and there and there. Well, I called because someone died in the family, and I was just wondering, what you guys have to offer. Well, no problem, Mr. Johnson. I can give you the information in like 5 minutes. Allow me to give you this information. It only take like 5 minutes, but just I promise to be really quick. So I could give you this information. I have to come back here. Just give me 5 minutes, Mr. Johnson. I promise you will love this information. We'll the largest final, burial insurance company in the country. You know what I mean? I promise to be real quick. Just give me 5 minutes, Mr. Johnson, okay? That's one of the objections. Let's go to the second one. Remember to practice this like 50 times so it comes out naturally with confidence there at your door, because you only have like seconds there at the door, okay? The next one. You could say, I'm no longer interested. I'm no longer interested means that, they need more information to be interested. So what you do with that objections is what the commercial did. The commercial, what it did was to give the person a little bit of information the commercial brought to their attention a problem that they don't know that they have. You see? The commercial touch a point there, right there. They were in the TV, or they received the lead through the mail or in the internet. The commercial brought to their attention a problem that they don't know that they have, and you will do the same. I'm no longer interested. You will say, no problem, Mr. Johnson. But look, what you do is always carry with you this brochure, okay, with you handy. You carry handy there. Right here on your clipboard, grab that brochure there handy. So when they say I'm no longer interested, you will say, no problem, Mr. Johnson. But look here, what this is a cash insurance benefit payable within 24 hours. So your family don't have, to pay for a funeral out of their pocket. Do you currently have, money to pay for a burial, or do you have currently burial insurance? You see, you stay on the deal right there at the door. You give them a little information to get that person, interested. And you say, allow me 5 minutes, but I'll be real quick. Just let me give you this information. But I promise you will love this information. Just give me 5 minutes and I promise I'll be on my way. This is no obligation whatsoever. It will only take 5 minutes. You see, you push your luck right there with that person in front of you. All right. That's the number 2. Second objection. Okay, let's go to the third one. The person goes ahead and tell you, oh, I already have insurance. You go ahead and say, and use the brochure again, and you will say, no problem, Mr. Johnson. But look, with us, what you get is a cash insurance benefit that is available within 24 hours, okay? Because traditional insurance take too long to pay out. Traditional insurance is not good to pay for a burial. Traditional insurance is a benefit for your family that you leave behind that they will receive in 6 weeks, up sometimes more than that, 3 months. But this here is a cash insurance benefit paid within 24 hours, so they have the money to pay for a burial. They don't have to pay it out of their pocket. Can you give me 5 minutes? I can give you all the details and the benefits of the plan. I'll promise it won't take too long. You see, you stay on the deal and you keep pushing. Practice and rehearse, okay? Practice and rehearse, because it's the only way that you avoid, right, burning a lot of leads and wasting time and getting frustrated there at the door. You have to master your door approach with all these objections that you hear, and you practice at home and rehearse how to overcome those objections, because that's how you become a pro and you bring cash home for your family. When you learn how to overcome those objections, you practice at home, train, practice, and rehearse, okay? Now let's go to the number 4, okay? Number 4 is, I already have everything taken care of. You will use the same thing, the brochure, and you will say, no problem, Mr. Johnson. But look, with us, this information that you requested, that it was all I wanted to give you, is that we have a cash insurance benefit with us. That's what you get, that pays within 24 hours, so your family don't have to pay for a funeral out of their pocket. Because funeral homes, they want that money right there up front. This is the best way so your family, your wife, your children's, don't have to go through a nightmare of losing a loved one without having, a single penny to pay for the memorial service or pay for a funeral home to come pick up that body. Those are 4 of the, most common objections that you overcome at the door. And you always ask for those 5 minutes. Allow me to just 5 minutes to give you all this information. I promise to be really quick, Mr. Johnson. All right? Always ask for those 5 minutes. I'll promise to be really quick. I'll be really quick, Mr. Johnson. No problem. All right. Well, thanks for watching. This is your business partner, Tommy Almonte. I hope you find this video, useful. And to me, it's a pleasure, man. It's mission that I have to help my fellow agents, become, pro and, and bring money home. Bring money home, and you guys prosper and have money there enough for support a family and become a professional Lincoln Heritage life insurance agent. Hey, blessed day. Thanks for watching.